Who's at my eyes? If it takes one more bite, I might have to say goodnight, cause it's eating me alive. Highest rappers telling lies. Yeah, I despise. It's eating me alive. Then it nibbles at my eyes. If it takes one more bite, I might have to say goodnight, cause it's eating me alive. Highest rappers telling lies. They telling lies. Ain't throwing no stone, just saying to my dude used to play Marco Polo on the very same move with a short song. Floaties on arm, air in my tube. Show that I'm cool. I don't wait 30 minutes after eating my food. Hide myself right back in that food. Let me break it down. Similar to you. I used to be similar to you. Try to be like the rappers on my YouTube, but I can't seem to do the same things they do. Even though I tried a time or two. Over time didn't like what I changed to. Looking back at what I became. Had to smoke a lot of Mary Jane. Scary ain't fit to price for fame. Smoking the drugs to get in my conscience, cause it was going so bonkers. Cause how could you consciously do this? To sell out to me is so foolish. They find us a slave trade. Best believe your boss is Jewish. The money is good but it's ruthless. The artists they sign them on mindless. So may I please have your attention. Hoping you taking these words of retention. I have a big announcement. My music is what they are missing. Kindly thank you for your time. I hope you don't take this as dissing. My music is my mate to read my sign. I'm gone fishing. So this is eating me alive. Then it nipples at my eyes. If it takes one more bite, I might have to say goodnight, cause it's eating me alive. Highest rappers telling lies. Yeah, I despise. It's eating me alive. Then it nibbles at my eyes. If it takes one more bite, I might have to say goodnight, cause it's eating me alive. Highest rappers telling lies. They telling lies. Yeah, this for my guys who stay they self and they can't sell out even for that wealth. Riding in the whip with the hubcaps on. I gotta take you by the work when you wake up in the morning, but when you get off, you be on your grind. Take you a sip just to ease your mind. Things get rough, these are desperate times. Trying to stay in line like snakes. Told the police don't read your license plate, cause the paperwork when it's all not straight. If you live in the hood and your credit's not good and your ancestors were slaves, then you probably the product of curses in Deuteronomy 28. If you found this out, then great. Gotta eat food off the contemplate. If you found this out, then great. You got to free your mind from the state, from trying to eat off this contemplate. Licking my finger, letting it linger. What are you doing? What are you pursuing on this grandeur? Did I land ya? Playing in the right hanger. This is how you keep it real. And man, eating me alive. Did it nipples at my eyes? If it takes one more bite, I might have to say goodnight, cause it's eating me alive. How these rappers telling lies. Yeah, I despise. It's eating me alive. Then it nibbles at my eyes. If it takes one more bite, I might have to say goodnight, cause it's eating me alive. How these rappers telling lies. They telling lies. Why lie? Why not tell the truth? Tell the truth and not the truth.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Most High in Christ bless. My name is Yakanam Maccabeus.
Go ahead.
Slocky, this is Mikael.
And I'm Donnie Yala.
And today's lesson is corrupt communication, rebuke on commercial hip hop and the entertainment industry. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through this Bible today, and we're going to show you that the entertainment business and commercial hip hop and reggaeton is corrupt communication, and why you should not have any dealings with this type of communication in your life, nor should you be letting your children deal in this music and this corrupt communications. So as always, we're going to start out with the book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32.
John 8:32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Yeah, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through this Bible. We're going to give you the truth on why you shouldn't be listening to this horrible music that is out nowadays. Why you should be watchful of what your children are watching on television. Why you should take the time out and expound on the corruptness that's going on all around us. You know? And from there we're going to go to the book of Isaiah. And we're going to go to chapter 28, verse 10.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
And we're gonna go through this Bible and we're gonna show you how we shouldn't even be dealing around with this type of music, with this type of entertainment, going precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. From there, we're going to go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 28. And it reads, "Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good, to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. And grieve not the Holy Spirit of God, whereby ye are sealed unto the day of redemption. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice, and be ye kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Yahweh's sake, have forgiven you." And what we're doing is we're going to go through this as we're led by the Holy Spirit. And we're going to edify that the hearers be ministered with the grace of you hearing that we shouldn't be going through this corrupt communication. This music, it makes you have a bitterness towards your brother. They talk about killing each other. They talk about turning our women into whores. It talks about living a lifestyle of a whoremonger. And it also talks about seeking vengeance out on your peoples. So what we gotta do is we gotta stay away from this type of music. From there, we're gonna go to the book of Corinthians, chapter 15, 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 35. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 35.
Or is it 33?
Oh yeah, it is 33, 33 and 34.
I got it. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, starting at verse 33. "Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. Awake to righteousness and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of the Most High. I speak this to your shame."
That's right. So this corrupt communication has been an influence to our children. It's influencing the drug use. It's influencing our women to want to be like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. It's influencing homosexuality. It's influencing vengeance amongst our people. When we should be loving each other instead of trying to kill each other. Because if you listen to certain songs, they talking about killing each other. Nothing more, nothing less. So this music is nowhere about God. Bring that out one more time.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, 33. "Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners."
That's right. And this evil communication is corrupting good manners. Whether it's on MTV, BET, VH1, or even Centric. These things are corrupting our children. Even Nickelodeon and the Disney Channel, they corrupting our children, making them grow up fast.
That's right.
So it's a must that you keep a watchful eye over what your children are dealing with and what they are watching, so they don't be led astray by the tutelage of the television, by the tutelage of the radio. From there, we're going to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 64. The book of Psalms, chapter 64. "Hear my voice, O God. In my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words."
What kind of words?
Even bitter words. "That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They consume of laying snares they say, who shall see them?
So, Salaki. Alright, so when it says here in verse 4 that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Meaning, in those verses of the tracks that you're listening to, they're putting things in there that it's secretly, that they know what they're doing, but you don't know what they're doing. And it's attacking Israel.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? And secretly in those verses, there's messages, there's certain words that pop out here and there that are really tainting the mind. And they do it secretly through the verses of the tracks, through the music with a dope beat in the background. You know?
Not only that, the Khazars, the fake Jews, they the ones who own Hollywood. So they the ones in the backgrounds and they pulling the strings.
Yep.
They the ones who are influencing what your favorite rapper can and cannot say through contracts that they bound through.
That's right.
They're using music as a weapon against us.
That's right. Verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded.
Salaki, we know that Galatians 6:7 says that the Most High is not mocked. Whatever man sow, that shall he also reap.
Can.
So the garbage you're putting out, the Most High is going to bring it back on them eventually.
Can. Verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of God, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord, and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. I want to go back to verse 7, and it says, but God shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Now, you've seen, we have rappers like Tupac and like Biggie, and they was talking murder. They was talking vengeance. They was talking robbery of our people. And you see what happened to them. Their own tongues fall upon them. But these are the people that we are taught to glorify. These are the people that we are taught that we should be like. And the Most High said their own tongue should fall upon them. From there, we're gonna go to the book of Psalms, chapter 52, verse 1 through 7.
Psalms 52, 1 through 7. Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of God endureth continually.
It's like, rappers constantly brag about how much money, how many cars, how many women they have, and they make videos.
Put out a song talking about, what's the dude said, Timmy Turner, kill everybody walking. That's foolishness. You're making a song about killing everybody walking, your own people? That's foolish.
But then Black Lives Matter.
That's right.
Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs, like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good.
They love it what?
Evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Salah.
So they sat there and you lying. Some of them talk about all this money you got. Some of y'all ain't even really got the money. Some of y'all don't even own the chains that's in your video. They rent it. And you just wearing it for your video. You hire these chicks from a strip club to come to your video and act like they're your women. You're lying. Snoop Dogg, he putting forth an image like he with all these women. He done been married for 20 years. But that's the image that you put out, like you the pimp. You a liar.
Thou loveth all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy thee forever, he shall take thee away, and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living. Salah. The righteous also shall see and fear, and shall laugh at him. Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the mercy of God forever and ever.
Con, in verse 7, where it says that they made not the Most High his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches. Isn't it common to see a lot of rappers with stacks of money showing how much money they have and how much fame and power? That's their God, not the Most High Yahweh, but their God is in this carnal stuff.
That's right.
The riches of the world, which is going to perish.
That's right. From there, we're going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 6.
Chapter 10, verse 6. Blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked.
What does violence do?
Cover the mouth of the wicked.
So you're talking about doing drive-bys and shooting up your people and selling drugs to your people. That's the violence in your mouth. That is the wickedness.
Con.
Let's jump down to 11. It says the mouth of a righteous man is a well of life, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. Same thing, but just different way of wording it.
In the mouth of the righteous man is someone that's bringing out the law, statutes, commandments out of the scriptures.
That's right. From there, we're going to go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 5. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. And that's what we doing right now. We're giving you the rebuke of the wise. And some of y'all like, man, these guys, I'm tired of hearing these guys. I'm tired of hearing these brothers out here on the street corners. But y'all rather be partying to some songs talking about they sleeping with every girl in the world.
Or get tore up on some lean.
Yeah, want to turn up. Or popping a molly. Or taking Xannies. Or smoking wet.
Hey, bring that out again.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools.
And a lot of the commercial rap that's being played today is songs of fools.
That's right.
No knowledge or wisdom or nothing about the Most High in it, just pure wickedness and evil.
And it's not even conscious rap anymore. It's non-conscious because they're so high, they're so caught up in themselves that it's nothing conscious coming out of them at all.
Con.
From there, we're going to go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 6 and 7.
Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin.
Suffer not thy mouth to do what?
Cause thy flesh to sin. Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should God be angry at thy voice, and destroy the work of thine hands? For in the multitude of dreams and many words there are also divers vanities. But fear thou God.
So what y'all speaking is vanities. Y'all are provoking the Most High by speaking these vanities. Because all you're doing is speaking lies. You are influencing your people to be whoremongers. Some of y'all influencing your people to be homos.
Con.
Walking around looking like Lil Yachty. Or Young Thug. All stupid. Push your homosexual agenda just like the people want you to do. Henry Kissinger suggested homosexuality for population control. Who do you think he was targeting? But y'all brainwash and go on with it. And some of y'all is alright with it. Just let them be. Nah, the Most High said it's punishable by death.
like a lot of you hip-hop artists are being used by our oppressors to keep the chosen people of the Most High in perpetual sin. It's your fault that we have mass incarceration where a lot of our brothers are in prison or gunning each other down in the streets every day because it's the music that you put out that's encouraged them to do wickedness.
Supplying the school to prison funnel, the pipeline. That's just what you're doing. Making Bob Barker rich and he already rich. Making merchandise of the children of Israel. For cheap labor and that, putting them on chain gangs so they can get paid a nickel an hour.
Right, you're the fuel to the fire. You got a lot of blood on your hands.
That's right.
Selling our people out for 30 pieces of silver.
Ooh, that's right. From there, we're going to go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, 6 through 12.
For wisdom
Hold on, let's get there.
My bad. I'm ready to go, bro. Man.
Papi, Brecha, and Rebuke.
Go ahead.
Alright. For wisdom is a loving spirit, and will not acquit a blasphemer of his words. For God is witness of his reins, and a true beholder of his heart, and a hearer of his tongue. For the Spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things hath knowledge of the voice. Therefore he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid, neither shall vengeance when it punisheth pass by him.
Salakia. So if you're speaking these things to your people, if you're influencing your people, the Most High is going to bring vengeance upon you for this. Read.
For inquisition shall be made unto the counsels of the ungodly, and the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord for the manifestation of his wicked deeds. For the air of jealousy heareth all things, and the noise of murmurings is not hid.
So the noise of your mumble rap is not going to be hid.
Therefore beware of murmuring, which is unprofitable, and refrain your tongue from backbiting. For there is no word so secret that shall go forth not, and the mouth that believeth slayeth the soul. Seek not death in the era of your life, and pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands.
Okay. So you speaking these vanities, you speaking this destruction to your people, you speaking this death to your people, you gonna have death, the recompense to yourself. You gonna have destruction at your own hands. But you got time to repent.
I think you were taking to Psalms 52. Oh, wait, we did that already?
We were going to Proverbs 18:21.
Alright.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it up.
Or was that just we were supposed to interject? After?
No, go ahead, bring it up.
Proverbs 18.
All right, we got Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Now, you got rappers, right? The industry pumping all of this negative product, all right? And now what you're seeing is that a lot of them are dying from the same negative product that they're pushing.
That's right.
You have
Whether it's in the hip hop or whether you speaking it in Spanish with the reggaeton.
That's right.
You reading what you sowing of it. You speaking that gangster, it's gangster in every language.
You talking about hoes, bitches, all these different things, and guess what? Now your daughter's same gear. And you don't even know it. There's a possibility behind the back from what you've been speaking, she's doing.
That's right.
Because listen, children do what they see, not what they hear. They see you acting up like that. They see your wife doing the same way, rocking high heels, short little dresses. Guess what? Your daughter gonna be the same way.
That's right.
So you end up loving what you're speaking. That's what chapter 18 and 21 was saying.
Right, and hip hop has a major influence on our people, and it's conforming our people to the world instead of conforming our people to the word.
That's right.
That's right.
Making us hate the Most High.
Current rap don't even make us question society and the way this whole system is set up. It's asking us to partake in this craziness that's going on.
But you ain't even gotta let your children listen to that type of music. There's plenty of people who putting out praise music and righteous music.
That's right.
You can let your children listen to Digga Hakas Sakar.
That's right.
You can let your children listen to Kiseb Ben Israel and Zenriah. You can let them listen to Zamira. IUIC got Patient Saints Radio. There's plenty of praise rappers out there that's talking about the salvation of our people. You need to get hit. From there, we're going to go to the book of Sirach, chapter 21, 16, and 17. Salakia 16, 18. The book of Sirach, chapter 16, 18.
Alright, Sirach 16, 18 then.
Yeah.
Sirach 16, 18. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens, the deep and the earth, and all that therein shall be moved when he shall visit. 21?
Yeah.
21, 16.
21, 16, 18.
Alright, Sirach 21, 16, 18. Sirach 21, verse 16. The talking of a fool is like a burden in the way, but grace shall be found in the lips of the wise. They inquire at the mouth of the wise man in the congregation, and they shall ponder his words in their heart. As is a house that is destroyed, so is wisdom to a fool, and the knowledge of the unwise is as talk without sense.
And they ain't speaking no wisdom, and they destroy many households. At the power of their tongue. That's what's going on, and they don't care about the counselors of the wise. They want to spread mischief throughout the community at the hands of our oppressors with their voices, and they being used as a tool against their own people. From there, we're going to pick it up at the same chapter, verse 25 and 27.
All right, verse 25.
Verse 25 27.
All right.
27.
The lips of talkers will be telling such things as pertain not unto them.
So most of these people that's talking, they ain't out there shooting nobody. They ain't even out there, never sold a drug in their life. But they telling you and influencing you to do it. So you go to jail. Because Jimmy Iovine, Leo Cohen, or Rick Rubin putting them up to do it. The real people who was in the background pulling the strings. On your favorite rapper, Jerry Heller.
The lips of talkers will be telling such things as pertain not unto them. But the words of such as have understanding are weighed in the balance. The heart of fools is in their mouth.
The heart of fools is where?
The heart of fools is in their mouth.
In their mouth.
But the mouth of the wise is in their heart. When the ungodly curse of Satan, he curseth his own soul.
That's right.
That's right. Because their heart is of Satan. Their soul is of Satan if they pushing this type of influence to your people. So don't curse Satan, they cursing themselves. From there we're going to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 13.
Psalms 34 and 13. Keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking gall.
So you should keep your lips if you're a rapper from speaking this evil and this guile. Use your talents to uplift your people. Use your talents to speak life into your people, not death. It's your responsibility for it. You're going to be held accountable for it.
It's like you're giving a turkey on Thanksgiving or a couple presents on Christmas does not make up for all the carnage and damage you have brought onto the communities with these wicked songs you're making either. You need to stop and repent and come to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
And when you go online and you Google the word or find the definition of guile, it means to be speaking deceitful, cunning, and being crafty with your words.
Con.
So don't do it.
That's right. From there, we're going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 20.
All right. Proverbs 10, verse 20. The tongue of the just is as choice silver.
That's right.
The heart of the wicked is little worth.
That's right.
How much is silver right now? Silver is pretty valuable right now.
What's about $17 an ounce?
$17 an ounce? Oh, that's not that bad.
It's undervalued.
Oh, it's undervalued.
It's supposed to be worth a lot more than that.
But according to this, it's worth a lot. In this time frame, silver would have been worth a lot.
Let me read that again. Proverbs 10:20. The tongue of the just is as choice silver.
That's right.
The heart of the wicked is little worth. So no matter how good you are with bars and split of verses, if it's wickedness, it's worth little to the Most High.
That's right.
Papi, Brecha.
See, now here's the thing. When we read 21, it says, the lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom. Now, in today's society, the lips of the fool is feeding many. They're getting paid for all this foolish talk.
That's right.
It's crazy. It makes no sense.
But it's all worthless in the end because
That's
they give
right.
what they sold.
It's all vanity.
From there, we're going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 19. The book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 19.
The lip of truth shall be the lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment.
That's right. And some of these rappers, y'all speaking lies, and y'all one-hit wonders, and y'all falling off the map.
Peace.
When you could be established for this word, waking up your people forever.
Con.
That's why there's a lot of there's a lot of the conscious rap is everlasting, man. You can listen to that and you be like, man, that's some real talk. Now it's I don't know what is gonna be something like.
Man, I couldn't tell you one of the songs
Nothing that
on
we
the radio right now.
Yo, there's nothing that we can listen to right now that 10 years from now, 5 years from now, we can be like, man, that's still a hit. It's garbage, man.
Yeah, your rappers are a dime a dozen. You guys get replaced every day in the industry. And a lot of you guys have been ripped off too with these 360 deals and bad contracts. So you guys are just being used for your destruction and for your people's destruction.
We're not bashing on conscious rappers. I want to make that. We're not bashing on, rappers. We're bashing on those individuals who are just selling their souls, man.
Yeah.
Selling their souls for this wickedness, just acting crazy.
That's
Right?
right.
Yeah, you guys are teachers whether you accept it or not. So are you going to teach good things that can help edify and build our communities, or are you going to teach wicked things that destroys families and brings down communities? Whether you like it or not, you're teachers.
Pushing forth single mothers and whoremongering. Instead of having wives and building a family, doing exactly what the establishment wants you to do.
Yeah.
Or how to be responsible for your money also, not just blowing it in clubs, making it rain, and showing people how rich you are. You don't see billionaires do that like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett, the people with the real money. They don't hold money flashing like that.
Be careful what you're watching online on these videos. These music videos. They're extremely imaginative. And when we read the next verse, it says in 20, it says, deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. So all that extra imagination is just creating stuff. I think Katy Perry has a video where she's actually being eaten. They're chopping her up. That crazy stuff is what they're pumping to these kids, man. You gotta be careful with that. All those lies is in the heart of them that.
Yo, trying to say it's good to turn your woman into whores. Or sorry, just to have a lavish life and not have a care in the world.
Brecha. And
From there, we're going to go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. The book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. And it reads, woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and the sweet for bitter. So you calling it good to go out and murder your brothers? You calling it good to go out and make money off your people by casting them spells on them, by selling them drugs, which is tearing up your communities. By having a single mother who probably on drugs take away from her children's food to come spend it on your drugs. So that you can be living lavish and partying and popping bottles and making it rain at the strip club, which is all tied into Satanism. Because that's what you're doing, whether you believe it or not, you're being tricked into worshiping Satan through your acts.
Yeah, we're in captivity. We don't got time to party right now. There's nothing to celebrate. You don't know no businesses, you don't know no hospitals, no schools. We're in oppression right now.
And brothers and sisters, it's time to be accountable for the things that you're doing. It's not cool to turn your women into whores. It's not cool to let your children be homosexuals. It's not cool. It's not cool to turn people in your neighborhood into drug addicts. It's not cool. It's not cool to be out there beefing with your brothers over colors. It's not cool.
That's crazy.
Stupidity. People with this one because he wearing blue, or this one wearing red, or this one wearing black and gold, or this one wearing blue and gray. That's foolishness.
That's crazy. You gotta stop and really think about that, man.
But this is the corrupt communication that's being pushed through your rap music. This is the corrupt communication being pushed through your BET, through your VH1, through your MTV. This is what is being taught as acceptable even through your Cartoon Network, or even your Nickelodeon and Disney. Let your daughters dress provocative. Let your children bear witness to them instead of teaching them. Plopping them in front of the TV and let the TV be more of a teacher than what you are to your children. You're responsible. Nicki Minaj could care less. Cardi B could care less. Snoop Dogg could care less. They worry about their riches. 50 could care less. He worry about his riches. Don Omar, Daddy Yankee, they could care less.
That brings us to the next topic.
From there, we're gonna go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 7. We're gonna see what the Most High thinks about you being a whore, you turning your women into whore, and you being iron with those sodomites.
17. And there shall be.
Go ahead.
And there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
No, stop slut shaming.
No whore of the daughters of Israel.
No, it's okay to make money on a stripper pole.
No whore of the daughters of Israel. No, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
No, it's okay to be a gay sympathizer.
Negative.
Take place in the Pride Parade.
No. Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. That's it.
From there, we're going to go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29.
It says, "Do not prostitute thy daughter, to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness."
So y'all read that, you think it means literally selling your daughter. But it don't. It means stop letting your daughter wear them little booty shorts outside in the summertime. It means stop letting your daughter wear leggings in the wintertime. Them leggings is an undergarment. Stop letting your daughter be sassy. And then you wonder why so many perverts and pedophiles around. You entertaining them. You teaching your daughter to twerk. You teaching her to be a prostitute. You part of the reason why the land being turned to wickedness. That's what the Most High said. Read it again, I don't think they understand.
Leviticus 19:29. "Do not prostitute thy daughter, to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness."
So you let your daughter put on his spandex pants and go outside and a whole bunch of makeup, and then you wonder why she's 16 and pregnant. It's your fault, parents. Wake up. If you're a father, then it's really your fault because you the head.
Come. You're supposed to keep her chaste until time for her to be with her husband.
That's right. From there, we're going to go to the book of Sirach. Salakia, we're going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 9 and 11. The book of Proverbs, chapter 7, 9 and 11.
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 9 through 11. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night, and behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot.
The attire of who?
Of a harlot, and a subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house.
So, you let your daughter go and dress provocatively. The Most High showing you is the difference between a woman who is wearing modest apparel and a woman who is a harlot. Whether she giving her goodies out to the kids in the neighborhood or not. If she dressed like a whore, you allow your daughter to be a whore. If you let her wear booty shorts, you let her be a whore. If you let her go with that spandex on, you let her be a whore. She's wearing the attire of a harlot.
Now here's the problem.
If you let her be a loudmouth woman, you allow her to act like a whore. She's being mouthy. Don't no righteous man want to deal with no woman's mouth. And then y'all got the nerve to think that some man, a righteous man, should have to deal with your mouth.
It's unacceptable.
Now this all relates, this goes all back to what's being preached through these tracks, through this music.
That's right.
Through these female artists who are teaching these young women that they can do and say and be whatever the heck they want.
Through your BT, through your feminist movement, through your VH1 and your basketball wives.
Oh man. Housewives of Atlanta.
All sitting there all drunk and argumentative. You out of line. You out of pocket. You need to fall back. Your man is your covering. He's the head of the household. Christ is the head of him, and the head of Christ is the Most High. In that order.
Not your pastor. Your man is.
Yeah, some of them get it twisted, huh? They kind of go after the pastor. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all shameless. That brings us to our next verse.
Shoot, right now Christianity the biggest whorehouse. Christianity the biggest whorehouse. The church the biggest whorehouse.
That's right.
You allowed a woman coming in there with a different man every week as long as they fill up the collection plate.
That's right.
You the whorehouse.
And the pastor's the pimp.
That's right, the pastor's the pimp. With the 501c. Or 501c3, whatever.
Yep.
But he ain't speaking up because the government allowed him to get paid with a tax exempt. Ain't rebuking nobody. Women coming and dressed in a tight skirt. You got a nerve to ask, is this acceptable to come to church? With your back out. You a fool. You a foolish woman.
And some of y'all probably just came straight from the club to church.
Or going right after.
Still drunk.
That's
and then some of you men that won't speak up. But they get it from the television and you lie with it. So then you allow your wife to do it, and then your children do it. They only gonna do what they see. From there we're gonna go to the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 25. The book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 25.
And it reads. Good?
Go ahead, read it.
Don't want to be too
I'm there.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Alright? And shameless be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefast will fear
Shame
the
face.
Lord. Or shamefaced? I got shamefaced.
Read it again.
Okay. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefast will fear the Lord. That's what you got?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shamefaced.
And I don't need to tell you what a female dog is, because you already know. You have no shame. You out there partying, you all in different men's face, drunk, a man can't even talk to you. You loud and you provocative, that's no shame. You're exactly what a shameless woman is. And you think it's okay because you watch Nicki Minaj do it, and you and Cardi B do it, telling you to go out and get sugar daddies. That's foolishness. You following behind foolishness. You watching these women argue on TV with their husbands and you think it's alright to do. But a shamefaced woman fear God and they know that their husband is the head. From there, we're gonna go to the book of Sirach, chapter 19, 29 and 30.
Sirach chapter 19, starting at verse 29. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance, when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait shew what he is.
So if you dressing in some skinny jeans, the Most High say you feminine. If you walking around with pink and purple and green and yellow hair, the Most High say you feminist, and you gonna be known by your attire. I don't think God read it again.
All right, Sirach 19, starting verse 29. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance, when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is.
And you ain't with Kirk Franklin walking around in a dress. Young Thug walking around in a dress. These are people that influence you. They even influencing your church.
Don't forget Young Jock.
Young Jock in a dress and permed out hair. Looking all feminine.
Devil in the blue dress.
You got, what's his name? Lil Yachty. He got pink straight hair and sucking on a corn dog like he a homo. Twirling a lollipop in his mouth. With his feet all back behind and looking all queer.
Sold himself to the devil.
But you ain't with it. And this is the stuff that you allowing your children to watch. It's time to wake up, Jacob. From there we're gonna go to the book of 1 Corinthians. Now, Salaki, we're gonna go to the book of Romans, chapter 1, 21 through 32. Let me get there. I'm gonna read it. You can read it.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, you can read it, but I wanna get there.
Roger that. Chapter 121, right? And 32.
Yeah. The book of Romans, chapter 1, 21 to 32.
Roger that.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Because that, when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened.
Slakia. So you vain in your imagination, some of y'all think it's cool because y'all see it on TV to go get sex changes and hormones and things of that nature. All that stuff is witchcraft. All that being okay with that cross-dressing and looking like young Ma, a fuck dog, trying to put some bulk on you, all that stuff is witchcraft.
Even getting butt injections.
Witchcraft.
Almost every female artist got butt injections trying to...
Getting fake boobs is witchcraft.
Professing themselves to be wise, they become fools, and change the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, to be birds and four-footed beasts and creepy things.
Sound like Baphomet to me. Sound like the LGBT movement is the Baphomet movement. He male and female at the same time. He four-footed beast with the goat head, which is the damn devil. And he got creepy things between his legs with a phallus, which is the snakes. It sound like Baphomet to me. So if you down with that LGBT movement and you ain't with it, you a part of the Baphomet.
And lots of times to get that deal or be successful in the industry, you got to give allegiance to Baphomet. You see a lot of artists throw the Baphomet sign.
That's right. Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Rihanna.
Jay-Z, LeBron James.
In front of pyramids and doing all type of Illuminati salutes. Supporting Loas and Orishas. Kachinas. A whole bunch of foolishness. It all go back to voodoo and witchcraft. Keep reading.
Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie.
What is it?
Who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator.
So what creature are you serving? You're serving Baphomet.
That's right.
Who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their woman did change the nature use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one towards another.
Salakia. So they trying to say is that you're born gay. But the Most High just said it's lust. The Most High said you burning your lust towards each other. So that gets rid of the born gay right there. Let alone that, how somebody born gay? What you try to do, sexualize a child? That sounds like some homophilia, pedophilia to me.
That's right.
You gonna sexualize a child? A child ain't even thinking about sex.
That's true. Men with men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was met.
So the Most High said that you're working what is unseemingly. But you getting it from BET and they telling you it's alright. You getting it from Viacom Entertainment and they telling you it's alright. You getting it from VH1 where they pushing love and basketball and you see Snoop in a relationship with another woman. You see Young Ma in a relationship with another woman. Talking about she getting some help from another woman. But this stuff is influencing your children and you letting them watch it. And you ain't schooling them. It's all corrupt communication. Read.
Oh, I apologize. I thought I was done.
No.
All right, what verse we have then?
It was 29.
28.
All right, Romans 1:28. And even as they did not like to retain their God in their knowledge, God gave them over to reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient.
So if you taking part in these actions, even if you're watching this TV, you'll be given over to the reprobate mind, being entertained by this foolishness. If you giving your ear to this type of music, you'll give it over to a reprobate mind.
Verse 29. Be filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whispers, backbiters, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud.
Slakia. So he's saying you proud. So what's the name of this gay parade that y'all take place in that's all over the TV that y'all ain't with? It's called pride.
And that's rebellion against the Most High.
That's right. So you proud of foolishness. You proud of having a reprobate mind. You proud of giving over to vile affection. You proud of that. You a fool. And you a fool to be out with it.
And I love it how the Most High is exposing these harlot houses today, because around here in Massachusetts, a lot of these harlot houses got gay pride signs right in front of, hanging in front of their church.
Right, all are welcome.
That's the Most High is doing, exposing these harlot houses.
I thought you were supposed to deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow him last time I checked.
That's your rainbow flag.
You bringing the world in the church because the world ain't with it. Because you watching entertainment be ain't with it. The rap industry all about it. Fat Joe said that the industry run by homos.
That's true.
He said he's sure he made songs with homos. Read.
Alright, verse 30. Backbiters, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural...
Hold on, Slakia. He said disobedient to parents. If they watching this Nickelodeon, if you sit down and watch with them, the children on there, they're like, God, it's not fair. And why? I wish I would say that to my parents back in the day. I wish I would ask my parent why. It's not fair. You think you gonna kill you? Oh, I'm about to kill myself because I don't get my way. Yeah, my mother would have killed me with her shoe.
In this wicked society, one of the less you discipline your kids, now you really can't even be a parent. If you try to discipline them, they can just call 911 and the cops are gonna haul your tail off to jail.
This little girl called the police on her grandmother, on her great-grandmother Slakia, because she gave her the switch because she wanted to be mouthy with your great-grandmother.
Yeah.
That's foolishness.
And it all ties back to what they're freaking listening to.
And what they watching on Nickelodeon and the Disney Channel.
The music, today's music is
And the beat.
foolishness. It's corrupt. It's honestly, there's
corrupt
no
communication.
mannerisms in it. There's nothing teaching your kids anything positive, man. You got these kids jumping around, mumbling stuff. You know, it's not even word. There's no even meaning. There's no words. It's like
It's sad music, mumbling, murmuring.
Mumbling. Mumbling.
And it's lowering your consciousness, dumbing you down.
Yeah, definitely dumbing you down. You don't have to really have the lyrics nowadays.
How you gonna get a decent job or decent position in society if you're mumbling?
Getting tattoos on your face. That's idiocracy.
Yeah, you're the Most High's chosen people. Yeah, you're better than this. Let me finish verse 31, Romans 1:31. Without understanding, covenant breakers. Salakia. Without understanding, covenant breakers. Without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death.
No, they're gonna live, they're gonna make it to the kingdom by coming into church.
No, says this, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, they that which commit such things are worthy of death. Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
So if you have pleasure in this type of communication, if you have pleasure in chilling with these homos, if you have pleasure in seeing them as entertainment, you gonna have the sword too.
Come.
Cause you cool with it. You walk with them, they catch the sword, you won't catch the sword. You're only as good as the company you keep. You're only as good as the communication that you listening to. Go back and read 1 Corinthians 15:35 so they can get that one more again.
$15.35.
33, 34.
Yeah, 33. Oh. Alright, 1 Corinthians.
Verse 33 and 34.
Got it.
Be not deceived. Evil communication corrupt good manners. Awake to righteousness and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of God. I speak this to your shame.
That's right. And all of this started being brought to your attention so that you can see it as all a shame. It's shame that's being brought to our communities. It's shame that's being brought from the television. It's shame that's being taught to our children. And a lot of y'all is shameless. It's shame in wearing them skinny pants. It's shame in your daughter wearing provocative clothing. It's shame being out with that homosexuality. And damn it, if you entertained by the music and the stuff you seeing on TV that's giving source to it, shame on you.
God. I want to bring this out by brother Dennis. Shalom to you, brother. Says, cause they want your kids in jail one day.
That's right.
So for the
We have another.
small bag that they give these rappers, the prison industry making billions of dollars off our young men and women going to prisons. So you're absolutely right about that.
You know what's sick? Dennis Morrison also mentioned that. She says, or he says, or Denise, I apologize.
No, it's Dennis Morrison Jr.
Oh, okay. I was confused. It says that they're having gay classes now in middle school. That's sick.
Wow. Yeah, I seen one. They had the drag queen come read with me day.
Right.
Yeah, that's foolishness.
That was in the news not too long.
Oh my God.
Passing out a Christmas book with 2 Santa Clauses on it. Foolishness.
Oh my God. This is crazy, man. God.
We need to separate and build our own schools. Esau schools are getting out of hand.
That's right. But then this communication, not only is it pushing the homosexual agenda, but it's also pushing that turn up.
Turn up.
Turn up all the time.
Let's get lit.
Well, let's see what the Most High got to say about you turning up all the time. About you popping your mollies and drinking all the time. And guess what? We ain't no better than you. Some of us was drunkards, smoking pot every day, popping pills. We ain't no better than you. But it's just time to turn away from this foolishness and be leaders. So we're gonna show you what the Most High think about it. Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 19. Matter of fact, let's go Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 28. Slakia. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 28.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh.
So your favorite rapper, they influencing you getting tattoos and things of that nature. You want to be like them. That's corrupt communication.
That's a direct violation of the Torah. Putting marks on you.
That's right.
And they use the rap industry to influence our people to do it.
From there, we want to go to the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 2. Now we're going to address being sober and what the Most High thinks about you turning up.
Alright. Sirach 19, verse 2. Wine and woman will make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent.
Read it again.
Wine and woman will make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent. That's why you see, my bad, you.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, that's why in the industry you see nakedness or sexiness. You know why? Because it messes with the man's mind. It jacks him up.
It's a distraction.
It's a distraction.
Whether it's in a reggaeton video, whether it's in a reggae video, whether it's in a hip hop video, it's a distraction. Having women up and you shaking a tail like it's cool.
It's done purposely.
To distract you from righteousness.
Exactly.
And it doesn't seem like every music video's in a strip club or some kind of club atmosphere.
It has to be.
That's Rock 19-2 all day.
Man, that's part of the contract. You gotta have some girls.
Yup, it's making you impudent. It's making you become foolish.
Yeah, Tobit 4:15. This is Tobit chapter 4, verse 15. Do that to no man which thou hatest. Drink not wine to make thee drunken. Neither let drunkenness go with thee in thy journey.
So, the Most High says it's foolishness for you to go out and get turned up. And get fighting. Because that's what y'all doing. Y'all listening to the radio, some of the music saying they want you to fight in the club and things of that nature. They want you to go hit people, and that's just what y'all doing. Y'all turning up and getting rowdy.
Totally.
And fighting.
And then it says here that you're even traveling with drunkards. You travel with drunkards, guess what happened? End up in a car crash on the highway, spinning out. Now you got funeral costs. You know.
Right, like the rapper Shawty Low in Atlanta, he died in a car crash after leaving the club a year or two ago.
And high probability that they were intoxicated.
Oh, who knows what? From there, we're gonna go to the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 1 through 6. The book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 1 and 6.
Alright, Titus chapter 2, starting at verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. So this is sound doctrine we're getting ready to go into. Titus 2, verse 2. That the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience.
We supposed to be what?
The aged men supposed to be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience.
Here's the problem. A lot of these rappers nowadays are they're more than likely in their 40s and they're 40 years old.
50s maybe.
Some of them are 50 years old.
Still talking about turning up.
And they're still pushing the same agendas because the individuals behind it have an agenda to push. They know that they push this false, deceitful message that is going to continue to bring our people down.
Snoop Dogg just got Snoop Dogg just got a Lifetime Achievement Award at the last BET Awards for teaching people to turn up for over 20 years. That's his Lifetime Achievement. Getting people to turn up for 20 years. Walking in the BET Awards with our sisters on the leash. These are somebody's daughters.
They sell their souls, man.
Yeah, you're your grandfather now. You need to slow down and wise up. You're not 21 no more.
Yeah.
Grow up.
And it's not just him. There's plenty of them. That's just the one that came off the top there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them though, and y'all know it. There's a lot of them. You're like, damn, that man's still rapping. He's still in the club. Man, it's crazy.
Pick up verse 3.
All right, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things.
Are you learning good things from Atlanta Housewife? Are you learning good things from Loving Basketball? Are you learning good things from the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Are you?
Yeah, what happened to the aged woman?
She drunk.
She drunk. She out there still trying to look young. Dressing all provocative and stuff, man. I see it all over Instagram and everything.
It's pictures, yeah, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, where you can't even tell the mother between the daughters. You can't tell the difference between the mothers and the daughters by the way they dress. And they all dress like whores.
Yep. God. Shameless.
Shameless.
Verse 5. Pardon me, Slocky, verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed.
That's right.
And ain't none of these Atlanta housewives teaching none of your daughters to be good women, to be good wives to their husband. At all.
It actually glorifies the opposite. It shows these women can come together and live without a man in the household.
To be drunk and mouthy amongst each other, to be backbiters and gossipers.
That's right. And you know what's funny is, like, if you notice those shows now, a lot of them are not even married anymore. You know? Right. They're like the girlfriend, or they was once married to one of these basketball players or something like that. Now the majority of them are single now.
You call the basketball side chicks.
Yeah, the basketball side chicks.
Most of you guys ain't been wide materials anyways.
I can't even watch it. I can't even watch none of it.
That's funny.
From there we're gonna go to 1 Peter 1 and 13.
Let me know when you got it.
Go ahead.
Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua.
That's right. So stop turning up. Stop taking that lean. It's just been a couple recent deaths by taking lean. Stop smoking your life away. Stop being a drunkard. Be sober.
When you're sober, you can focus. You know, the industry pushes Molly, alcohol, so that it can dumb you down, so that you're easily programmed. Like Denise, right? Dennis Morris? Denise Morris.
I'm sorry, Dennis Morris Jr.
Man. Alright. She got their mind control. That's exactly what it is. Pump enough drugs in you, put a dope beat behind a message, and corrupt the minds of the young.
It's like I want to bring this out. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. It says, know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you. If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are.
That's right. So if you're sober, the Most High Spirit can't even dwell in you, because you're letting all these defiled spirits dwell in you. Because that's what you're doing. You're defiling the temple, which is you. From there, we're going to go to 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 11. I mean, is it 1 Peter?
Peter 5:11. To him be glory.
No. This has got to be second. No, that's first. We wrote it down.
Right. How's it say?
Satan rose, be sober, vigilant.
Oh, okay.
Satan walk around like a royal lion.
Right. Okay, 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Again, that goes back to my comment where I said that if they can pump you full of drugs with alcohol, the devil could come in and push whatever agenda he wants. And then the sad part about it is that he's pushing agendas and people are completely sober. And he's still getting away with stuff.
And he's using the TV and the radio to do it.
That's why if you're not studied up in the Word, you know, you can't be vigilant. You'll be drunken. You'll be flip-flopping. Be vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
From there, we're going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 17. The book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 17.
All right, Proverbs 23, starting at verse 17. Let not thy heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of Yahweh all the day long.
So you shouldn't be envying these people on TV. You shouldn't be allowing your children to envy these people on TV, to live their lavish life, to be drunkards like them, to be womanizers, to be whoremongers. You understand? Because the Most High already told you not to do it. Their way is leading you straight to the lake. And you're going to get the sword following behind them. And these are the people who are providing corrupt communication to destroy your household. They're another weapon formed against you that will not prosper. And sadly, they're using your brothers and sisters, the coon, for it. From there, we're going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 1 and 2.
not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. For their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we already got enough rappers. We got enough movie stars. Stop letting your children aspire to be them. Stop letting your children aspire to be like them. They signed contracts with these people who are evil demons and devils who are at the top of the companies, and they gotta do whatever they signed the contract to do.
Yeah.
They giving into the evil.
And then the sad, they get pennies for their thoughts.
And like the word just showed you, they study for destruction. And the destruction is targeting the Israelite community. You so-called blacks, you so-called Spanish, you so-called Native Americans, and those that are scattered to the four corners of the globe. If you in Ghana and you hearing this, don't try to be like the rappers on American television.
Please don't, please don't.
Don't try to be like the entertainers on our television screens. Don't try to be like them.
Papi Brecha.
They're being used as tools by Esau.
That's right.
From there, we're going to go to the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36 and 37. The book of Matthew, chapter 12, 36 and 37.
This is in red. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
So by these foul words and this corrupt communication, they're going to be held by every idle word. They're going to be condemned by their own lips. And you shouldn't let this type of communication pass through the doors of your household. It's time for us to buck up and be responsible. It's time for us to be real builders of our communities, instead of want these foolish, lavish lifestyles that are vanity. It's time, Israel. Wake up. We need to stop letting our television and our radio influence our children. We need to love ourselves to stop holding grudges and being petty and savage. We need to stop these things. And we need to stop trying to be like the people that we see on TV and allowing our households to imitate them. Wake up. Once again, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh in the name of His Son Yahweh Shai. And then brothers got anything they want to add?
No, I want to say thank you for tuning in. We'll be here next Sabbath, and
Lord willing.
I hope, Lord willing, and I hope you enjoy. That's what I got. Thank you.
I want to give a shout out to everybody that's pushing that truth music out there.
That's right, yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Keysat Ben Israel, Dion. I want to give a shout out to IUIC pushing that truth on your radio station.
That's right.
I want to give a shout out to Dayod, and anybody else who's going out there and they pushing words of wisdom in their music.
And also support them also. Buy their albums or buy a track from them also, because they could have easily, some of these guys are real bad and talented, they could have got it back from the industry, but they're making sacrifices to edify the people in the Most High, so we should support them any way we can to encourage them for walking the Most High.
That's right. That's right, and we want y'all to stay tuned to Rise of the Chosen Truth Beyond the Surface Temple. You can find us on YouTube, on Mikael's channel, Mikael7. And with that, we'll say shalom.
Shalom.
Kum Yosharala.
Kum Yosharala.
Kum Yosharala.
Kum Yosharala.
Kum Yosharala.
Kum Yosharala.
That's right. Hey, And y'all have a blessed Sabbath. Shalom.
Shalom.